Get the old fire pit in. That can sit there like that. Bottle of water there. Right, so let's get the priorities right. And we're off. So we finally got our supplies from Aldi's. I went back to the house because I forgot to take my contact lens stuff. That would have been a total disaster. Anyway, we're all set. We're on our way. We're going to the Trossachs. Food! Hey, we've got food! Right, watch. Seat. Right, bed. No, oh, Snoopy. Right, stay out. You can come in. Just stay there. Outer ones first. There we go. Outer. Yeah. Bed in. Let's get the wee mat blown up. one out of the way. Snoopy, come on, you need to stay out the way. Now the sleeping bag. Pillow. Right. Whoa. The tent is up, the bed is up, the mattress is inflated, sleeping bag's in, pillows in. I've got everything out of the car now apart from my drone and my proper camera. So before I set the stove up, I think it's time to have a wee drink. So I've went for the old favourite, the Brewdog Ald IPA or Aldi IPA. Anyway, it's Aldi's own label IPA, but I think it's probably made by Brewdog. Anyway, I don't care who makes it. All I know is that it tastes good. Snoopy's having fun, aren't you? You must be freezing. I did bring a ball, so be prepared. Anyway, all the best. Here's to your good health. Ah, that is lovely. This spot is absolutely amazing. So tranquil, it's unbelievable. I was talking to a couple there that were out in the loch with their paddle boards. They're saying when you're out in the middle of the loch it's blowing an absolute hoolie. But where we're sitting now, it's so calm, very, very sheltered. Anyway, it's nice to crack open the first beer, isn't it, Snoopy? Eh? It's nice to crack open the first beer. Look at you, you're shivering. We need to get you dry. Although I don't know if there's any point. Right, so I'm going to get the stove set up next, I think. There is a wee car park just up there, so there'll be a lot of people coming and going, but we're kind of tucked out the way a wee bit, so it's fine. What time is it? It's 20 to 4, so another hour and 20 minutes it'll be getting dark. And there'll not be anybody coming down here. Anyway, I'm going to go and get the stove set up now. Right, let's get this out of here. Right, let's stick the flues out here. Get the legs out. Let's get the mat down. Now, I'm going to try something different this time, Snoops. We'll try something different this time. We will put this up here and then we will put the bend on. It's pretty good. Just need to adjust it a wee bit. Right, so these literally just clip on there. 3 of them. Right, so the flue is up and all the guy ropes are in, so it is exceptionally secure. Inside the tent I've got the mat down, fireproof mat, the grills are in and the flue just sits nice out through the hole in the top. Perfect. Right, so just give you a little tour of our campsite for tonight. So tent is up, table is there, chair, everything's set up inside, stove is in, food, cooking stuff, water, bed is all ready to go. So the fire is set up, Snoopy's tied up so he can't wander off, he's been fed. I'm just going to finish my beer and then I'm going to sort out my own tea. So I've got everything set up, I'm just having a beer. Well, this is still the same beer that I had earlier. I'm just going to finish it before I have my tea. It's absolutely pitch black here. You can hardly see a thing. Anyway, cheers. So that's the first one finished. I've got 3 left, but I've got my old hip flask with me. The old Harley Davidson hip flask, and you guess what's in it? Yes, Gordon Graham 10-year-old. Although that bottle's nearly finished, so it's just as well Christmas is coming up. I might get another one for my Christmas. Fingers crossed. So, potato scones, 50% off, absolutely brilliant. And a big breakfast pack. Awesome. A rolling slice with black pudding. Aya! A rolling square sausage and black pudding. You can't beat it. If I was to sum it up in one word, what do you think that word would be? Yeah. Awesome! On to beer number 2. So, cheers. I've been up here loads of times on my motorbike in the summer. Some great roads. Not far from here is the town of Aberfoyle, and I think about 10 or 11 miles away is Callander. And you can go from Aberfoyle to Callander over a road called the Duke's Pass, which I actually videoed in one of the films when I was out on my bike with 2 of my pals on their Harleys. Oh man, this Lochside near Aberfoyle is really popular with paddleboarders. It's quite a big loch. There's quite a few lochs on the way up here. And there's another big loch, I think it's Loch Catrin. And there's a paddle steamer, steams up and down that loch. You can actually get it at one end of the loch and it'll take you up to the top end of the loch where there's actually a really cool wee cafe. You get a coffee and stuff and then I think it'll take you back again. You can get up there in the car. I've never been on a paddle steamer. Obviously living in Ayrshire we've got the Waverley see it going by quite a lot, and it quite often stops in air in the summer. But the one that's on Loch Katrine, I'm sure is called the Sir Walter Scott. I don't think it's as big as the Waverley. Still be pretty cool, right enough. It's 9:15. I'm just about to finish my last beer. So here's to your good health. Well, Snoopy's finally went to his bed. There's a couple of logs left to go on the fire. I've got the wood burner going in the tent, so it'll be nice and cosy when we go in later. So I think it's time for the old Harley Davidson hip flask. Here's to your good health. Oh. It's good stuff, that. So I've got my little tilly lamp lit, but I've not used it very much. It does smoke a wee bit, and it does, the glass gets quite black, but it works good. Flange. Oh. No wonder they call it fire water. Ho ho ho, it's nice. Very nice indeed. I've got 3 logs left to go on the fire, so I'll put them on. I'll keep the stove going. I've got these compacted logs, you know, these kind of artificial logs. They burn for about 2 hours each, so I'll put a couple of them in when I go to my bed, and it'll keep the tent nice and cosy. So I've had a great time. The moon's disappeared. I'll still set up the camera and do a time lapse, so it's 11:10. The fire is nearly out. Me and Snoopy are going to call it a night. I'm just going to say slange. Nice wee nightcap. So, like I say, me and Snoopy are going to call it a night. I'm just going to set the camera up for a time lapse and we'll see what we get. Anyway, I'll catch yous all in the morning. Good night. Morning folks, it's 7:30. Had a great sleep. Snoopy had a good sleep, didn't you, pal? You have a good sleep? It's raining outside. Lying in my bed for a few hours. I mean, I did wake up during the night and it was chucking it down. It's not too bad now, it's just sort of light rain. It obviously sounds a lot worse than it is when you hear it hitting the tent, but just some light rain this morning, so we're not in any rush to get packed up, so we'll wait and see if it clears. But yeah, well, we've got up and I've got my jacket and everything on, so we'll get organised and we'll have a wee look and see what it's like outside. Just wait. Oh, look at the rain. Look at that view. Wow. So this is where this tent comes into its own. It's raining outside now, albeit it's not chucking it down, but it is raining. And I've been able to put the canopy up. I've been able to open the window at the side. I've kept the other one shut on the left, but the one on the right facing the loch I've opened up. So it's nice and bright in here, and we don't get wet. So when it comes to cooking, I can cook under the canopy, still getting loads of fresh air, and the tent doesn't get filled with cooking smells. And even Snoopy's quite happy. He's sitting there watching the water without getting wet. But he knows there's ducks out there and he's desperate to get them. But I've tied him up so he can't. There we go, a nice breakfast. Sitting in the rain, eating some breakfast. So I've changed the angle of the canopy now, just made it lower at the front so the water will just run off the canopy. Must be great being a dog, having a built-in waterproof coat. So I met a guy this morning, well I met him last night, the guy in the camper van that I'd said I was talking to. So I met him this morning. So well, I wasn't talking to him last night, I just said hello. So I went over to speak to him. He was walking by when I was wandering about with Snoopy. Anyway, I was started asking him about his camper van. His name's Tom, a really nice guy. I think he's from Falkirk. Anyway, we were just chatting about things, and he mentioned that he used to, he built it's a Mercedes long wheelbase, or extra long wheelbase, and he was saying that he converted it to sell because he used to be a coach builder. And I was saying to him, oh, I was a coach builder when I left school at a place in Campground. And he said, it wasn't W. Mitchell and Son, was it? And I went, aye, it was. And he went, oh my God. I went, what? He said he'd worked there in the 60s and I worked there in the late 70s. So we actually knew a few of the same folk. But it's a small world, right enough, eh? It really is a small world. I'm always amazed at coincidences and stuff like that. But hey folks, it's 2:20. I'm still here. Everything's packed and in the car apart from the tent. Considering it has been torrential rain for about 6 hours, not a drop of water has got in, so that just goes to show how good the tent is in terms of its waterproofness. So. Hey folks, finally made it. Tent's all packed up, everything's in the car. I'm absolutely soaking, but hey, you know what, we've had a great time. So I'm going to head into Aberfoyle, grab a coffee and then make my way back home. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Anyway, until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye.